A transmitter transmits an accurate report of an event as if he has witnessed the event, although he has not witnessed it. The kind of transmission in turn is divided into two. One of them F2F. A transmitter transmits an accurate report of an event he has not witnessed, both distorting the report and claiming that he witnessed the event. If F2F is true of a transmitter, the report of he transmits is considered inaccurate here. And the last one, F2T, a transmitter transmits an accurate report of an event he has not witnessed accurately. He transmits it accurately, but claiming that he witnessed the event. If F2T is true of a transmitter, the report he transmits is considered accurate, and this one, which I will neglect, which I will deny its consequences in this theory. But the definitions is important. Now let's move on to the narration by an unknown person. Here is the source of the narration, and specifically in Hadith, he is the Prophet. In Marfu' Hadith, he is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the source of the knowledge about Sunnah, of course. And here is the narrator. And here we are talking about unknown person. It's the simplest narration, and let's name the narrator X. Here is the probability table, and the first alternative, the first probability, let's assume that X relates the event in accurate way. This T shows us that in this probability we assume he narrates the event in accurate way. And as if we talked about it, if T is valid for the narration, then it means that the narrated knowledge is true. This is the consequences of the definition. And in the second probability, we assume that he relates the event in inaccurate way, then the knowledge it come to us is false by neglecting the last option, F2T. So here is the result. If somebody comes to us unknown, we do not know him, we did not test him, we did not observe him in his narrations, unknown, it's the first time he's coming to us. If he relates something to us, we should consider that the knowledge may be true or may be false. 50-50 probability for each option. And if someone comes to us, an unknown body comes to us with a knowledge, and we cannot find anyone else than him relating the same event, only he, then he will remain at that level. His percentage of success is through this narration is 50%. If he narrates always in this way, he will not go high. His level will still at the same level until we see some people else relating the same event and supporting him in his narration. At that point, he may increase his level in reliability coefficient. He may increase his coefficient. But through a narration like this, even if he did 1,000 times, he will not increase his position. And now, similar narration by two unknown persons. If an unknown person comes to us and narrates an event to us, and after him, another narrator, another unknown person come to us with the same narration or with the similar narration, it should not be exactly the same by wording. It can be with the same meaning. And I will explain how I define the similar narration. Let me explain it now. The minimum similarity requirements is here, according to this theory. The location should be the same, and the time of the event, the date of the event should be the same. The theme of the event or the message of the knowledge should be the same. The content, and the actors of the event should be the same. If these four are not the same, I do not accept them as similar narration. If these four is the same and there is some shortcomings in narration or in another some other things which do not contradict with the other, it doesn't matter. But these four, if they are the same, I accept them in this theory as a similar narration. So here, X1 and X2 narrating a similar narration. For example, if they are talking about an accident in the street, they are saying there was an accident yesterday in the street and two men has died in that accident. They are narrating the same thing, but maybe X2 relating something else and saying there was a policeman there and he did something which X1 didn't talk about the policeman. It doesn't matter. They are talking about the same event if they are talking about the same location and about the same time and about the same content and the actors. If these two narrators comes us with the similar narration, let's look at the probability table. Here the probability, there is four alternatives. In the first alternative, the first probability, X1 may be T in his action, X2 also may be T in his action. They are relating the similar narration, and both of them may be T in their actions regarding their narration. And the result, the knowledge they are coming to us is true. And in the second probability, X1 may be T in his action and X2 may be F in his action. How it can be? I hear some people asking me how they are narrating the similar narration, how X1 is T and X2 is F. He should be T also. No, he can be F. Let's remember the definition of inaccurate narration. X2 might heard the report from somebody else, and he is narrating, might heard the report soundly, truly from somebody else, and he is relating to us without changing it, but claiming that he has witnessed the event. At this time, his report is true and in accordance with X1, who is relating in an accurate way, but his action is inaccurate. And this type of narration is very common in human being. Many peoples relates the event, the true event, which they heard from other peoples, and they are not changing, but they are claiming that they witnessed it. They are honoring themselves, or many other reasons for them, but I don't know. But many people we see, they are relating sound reports, claiming that they witnessed, but their action is not true. Their action is inaccurate. This is inaccurate transmissions. So in this option, the result is true depending on X1, because he relates the event in an accurate way. And at the third alternative, the third probability, let's assume the opposite. X1 is T and X1 is F and X2 is T. This option is the opposite of the second, and the result, the knowledge they are coming to us with is true depending on X2, because his action is accurate. And at the last option, the last alternative, the fourth probability, X1 is F, X2 is F, both of them relating the events in an inaccurate way, and the result, the knowledge they are coming to us, highly likely is false, because remember the last option there was in F2T, but we are denying that option, we are neglecting it, so there is no valid thing, a valid clue to assume the report as true, so we are assuming it false. So according to this table, there is 4 probabilities, 4 alternatives. 3 of them comes with true knowledge, and only 1 of them comes with false knowledge. So the percentage of success is 75. It means the knowledge they are coming to us is 75% probability is true, and this percentage, we take this percentage as a success to the narrators. It means X1, if he do such an narration and we find somebody else supporting him in his narration, so he will increase his position from unknown person